Yo, YouTube, looks like we're back at this topic again. So, there's some changes in this what if. In this what if, I made, in the movie of it, I made Eren an Ackerman, was a mistake. That's a what if of its own. Most of it was basically just him being a boss because, Ackermans are bosses, but yeah. Now, we are going to change up story. Not that much, but I guess you could say a lot. Now, in this one. Eren, Grisha, in this one, he is not related, or he's not related to Eren. Because I'm going to change that to Grisha's wife, which Grisha's wife is the royal, or has royal blood. Now, I forgot what her name was. It was in the manga. It's been a while since I read the manga. So I'm going to have to change that up a little bit. So let me pause this video. Okay, her name is Dinah Fritz, or Fritz. I'm pretty sure it's Diana, or Dinah, but it's either Diane or Diana. Or, I'm just gonna say it's Dinah, because, I'm just gonna say that. Now, yeah. So there's another major problem that Amaterasu brought up to me. If Eren were to become the founder Titan, he would most likely adopt the mindset of the first king, like everyone should be around, like everyone should be locked in the walls. So I'm gonna have to change the way that works too, to the point where, instead of, adopting the first king's, ideals, you just don't. I mean, it's up to the person whether they want to free humanity or not. So we're just going to say that, the people who had the founder Titan were like, there's no hope, we shouldn't leave. That's, I'm going to have to say that happens. Because if I had it to where the Titan curse, or that one thing where everyone would adopt the freaking founder, the first, whatever. But I just have to change the way that works as well, and we're all set. Now, Dinah. We're just going to skip into her. Because if you guys don't know what happened to her, then I'll just talk to you. Now, Dinah is Grisha's first wife, by the way. Now, Grisha is Eren's father if you're a fucking idiot. Anyway, just had to get this off my chest. Now, Dinah. We would get to the scene where Dinah is about to die. Now, instead of them going to stab Dinah first, we would get to the point where Grisha gets stabbed or poked with a needle, and he falls and dies. Not dies, but transforms into a Titan. Because he's being injected, hold on. Now, like I said, we're going to get back into it. Now, how people are transformed into Titans is they're injected with this stuff called, spinal fluid, and then they transform. So, yeah. Now, anyway. Like I said, instead of Grisha being saved, it is Dinah. Now, I'm pretty sure Kruger was the guy who saved Grisha. I don't really know. I'm not really sure, but I'm just going to assume. I just forgot his name, so, yeah. Now, anyway. I'm pretty sure Kruger went there to save Grisha, but we're just have to change that and say that, luckily he got there. Grisha's dead, not dead, but, he's transformed into a Titan, and yada yada yada, yada ha, nah ha, yeah. So, basically, Dinah, she's saved by Kruger. She becomes, I'm pretty sure Kruger was the attack Titan. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, she becomes the attack Titan after Kruger lets, Dinah eat him. Dinah, she basically just takes over Grisha's part of the story. Not all the way. That's when things will start to change, when she's told to go inside the walls and make a family for herself. Now, Dinah, she would have a little bit of problems with this at first, but she would have to get over it, suck it up, and do it. Now, in this one, I don't know whether or not I should gender bend, her name is, I forgot her name, but hold on. Alright, I'm just gonna say that she marries a dude named Carl. So, yeah, because, it's basically just a gender bent version of Carla, which is, Jaeger's, or not Jaeger, it's basically Eren's mom, but a dude version, because, I'm unoriginal. So, yeah. Now, after marrying this person, they would do the deed, and they would have Eren, which in this one, I guess he's more or less the same, but just a different hair, just a mixture of two hair colors, or just a different hair color, which I'm just going to say that it's just like a yellowish, just because, Yeah. And yeah. So after this happens, Dinah, instead of, becoming a doctor, she would become the stay-at-home mom and she would raise Eren. Now, Carl, he would go out and he would probably become a worker, a construction worker, which I'm pretty sure those existed, or something like a fisherman. I don't know. Who gives a shit about him? He's gonna die anyway. So, yeah. Basically, he would take the place. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway. Now, in this one, it's kind of impossible for Mikasa and Eren to meet. So we're just gonna have to say that they don't meet in this timeline. I mean, that poor Misaka, she's gonna have a hard life. But, yeah. Now, Eren never meets Misaka because, because Grisha, who is a doctor, he's not a doctor. Grisha's not even alive. Carl isn't a doctor, and Dinah isn't a doctor. So, poor Misaka. Now, we're just gonna hop into Misaka's side of the story. Basically, those three dudes come, they murk her entire family, they kidnap her, they sell her to the highest bidder. Misaka has a hard life. She's saved by freaking, the military, which the military is the garrison squad, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the garrison is the Rose, right? I'm pretty sure they are. So, yeah, that's just Misaka's life. I could get into more details, but, I mean, it's not her story. I guess I'll make a what if on Misaka some other time. I was thinking about doing a what if Annie, never went into that crystal coma thing. But, yeah, anyway. Also, in the comments, can you guys tell me how Eren would ever get all 9 of the Titan abilities? Yeah, thank you very much. And, yeah, continue the story. So Misaka's life was pretty hard. Her parents died, and she basically grew up without any type of hope. Or, I mean, I guess you could say, yeah, she didn't grow up with any hope, and she legit had no reason to live. So, yeah, she was basically just a slave for most of her life. Until the garrison unit came, they stopped it, they saved her, and yeah, yada yada yada. So after Misaka was saved, she would spend her life with, I guess, the military. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Ackermans were known throughout the military. I'm pretty sure they were. And if they're not, then they are now. So, she has a fate to become one of the strongest military men. I mean, she has the same last name as Levi, which is the god of Attack on Titan. So, I'm pretty sure they would want to keep her. So, after Misaka, she basically grows up with them. And that is Misaka's sad story. I might give Misaka Eren's stick in this one because Misaka's not the best girl. Annie's the best girl, but, I feel bad for Misaka. But anyway, so, yeah. Now, after that happens, we would get back into Eren's side of the story, which we will begin to the part where Eren, he's chilling with his friend, his best friend, in fact, Armin. Armin is extremely weak. Eren is weak, but his will isn't. Meaning that if he gets knocked down, he's always willing to get back up and chop some heads off. But yeah, so Armin and Eren one day after getting into a fight that they lost, they would be, painfully standing near a portion or near a center. I would say the center of the, I'm pretty sure they were in wall. Hold on, I have to go see which wall they lived in. I'm pretty sure it was Sina. All right, he was raised in the wall of Shiganshina. Sorry, I still the walls are the most confusing part of the story for me. So yeah. So Eren was raised in the wall of Shiganshina. So the the Colossal Titan. I forgot its name for a second there. The Colossal Titan. Basically, the Colossal Titan, it would appear one day, peering its fat ass head over the wall and giving a kick, which that kick would fly over. It would just destroy almost a lot of homes. Meaning that Eren, yes, Dinah, she gets caught in the rubble. Now, Dinah has one choice: to be eaten or, to transform, which thankfully she doesn't have to do because Carl comes to the rescue. I'm pretty sure I named him Carl, right? I'm pretty sure his name was Carl. I'm pretty sure if it isn't, it's Carl now because I can't remember this guy's name. But Carl comes to the rescue. Basically, he would get there, he would start to lift the rubble, and she would get away from it. Now, a piece of building would fall on Carl as Carl's stuck there. Now, Eren, who is running back to see if his mom was okay, she would see that she's fine. Now, Dinah would be trying to hold back her healing, as she would be watching her husband, try to get himself out of the rubble. She would run over trying to help. Eren and Armin, I guess Armin would try at least, but no, Armin has to go find his family. So Armin would say that he's sorry, but he has to go, with Eren saying that he understands, with Eren and Dinah trying to lift it. Now, yeah. After this, basically, Hans, I'm pretty sure his name, Hansis, yeah, that guy. So Hansis would appear. Now, the Titan that ate Eren's mom originally was Dinah, which was Grisha's first wife. That was the one who ate his second wife. But in this one, we're just gonna say that this Titan is Grisha. So Grisha would arrive. He would pick up Carl, and he would begin to eat him. Now, Dinah, who knows who this Titan is, basically she starts to cry or tear up. Now, Hansis would grab Dinah and Eren. He says, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and he would disappear. Now, in the first one, I'm pretty sure Grisha left because he knew that there was an attack happening. But yeah. Now, anyway, after leaving. Yeah, so, yeah, I guess the story goes similar. Anyway. Now, Eren's mom, she would leave. She has some people she needs to visit. Now, while she leaves, she would arrive at the place where the other royal members of the family of the Ritz, I'm pretty sure, Ritzes, I can't pronounce the last name, or I can't pronounce her last name. Basically, she would get there. Now, Dinah, she's trying to plead with them, saying that you just killed thousands of people and you're doing nothing about it. And they're like, yeah, we're good home. So Dinah, she would transform into her Titan, and she's gonna kill them all. With hesitation, though. She hesitated on trying to kill all of them, but yeah, she really felt bad, because she had to kill children, defenseless children, which she all ate, crushed, and killed. Now, after defeating the founder Titan, forgot her fucking name, the founder Titan before, I forgot the founder Titan's name. Okay, so, I forgot that one lady's name, but after defeating and eating her, she would become the founder Titan. Now, after eating this woman, she would leave. It's time for her to pass up. Her time is short. She doesn't have much time to live. Although she does have a boost in time because she ate a Titan shifter, she still doesn't want to continue on. The guilt is too much. So she would find Eren, she would drag him into a forest, she would inject him with the Titan shifter serum, which is basically just spinal fluid, and Eren would transform into a Titan. Dinah would sit there, she's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't even protect my second son, and then she gets eaten. The reason why I said second son is because, Eren's brother is the Beast Titan is Eren's brother, which I'm pretty sure the Beast Titan's name is Zeke. So, yeah. Now, after, Eren ate Dinah, I'm pretty sure, I forgot what happens. I'm pretty sure we just have a time skip. Now, Eren is 12 years old. He was originally 10 years old when he ate his father, so, yeah. Now that we got out of that backstory, we can finally get into the actual story. So, Eren. We would cut to a point where Eren is laying in a barn. Now, Eren's mom went missing, meaning that Eren has legit no family. He has nothing, not even Misaka, who he considered a sister, I'm pretty sure, or someone. I mean, he has Armin, but he's not related. He's not family. So Eren grows up lonely in this one. Hold on, guys. So, I hope I'm doing good. I hope I'm doing better. I'm pretty sure I'm doing better. But, yeah. Eren, he grows up alone. No family. No one. So, Eren, he doesn't really have much to live for. And he does have that big-ass hate for Titans. So, he's going to become a scout. He's going to go and become a scout. So, after, Eren, he would be going to the trading corps. Now, Armin, he would follow behind because Armin doesn't really have anyone left either. So, After, they got there, they would all be standing in line. Eren is approached as he's basically yelled at, and he's like, little brat, and all this other stuff, talking about how much, yeah. So, actually, no. I mean, Eren would have a serious expression, but the captain, he would still approach. As he's like, hey, you want to become Titan food? As Eren's like, not on my list of priorities, but I guess you could say no. The dude's like, what unit do you want to join? You probably want to join the freaking army with a pretty face like yours. Eren has yellow hair and blue eyes, by the way, meaning that he looks kind of similar to freaking, hold on. I mean, he looks kind of like Krista. I forgot her name. I mean, you could argue that he looks like Annie too, since, Krista and Annie have the same hair color and eye color, which is like rare. But anyway, so, yeah. Now, after Eren says that he wants to join the scouts, the commander officer, or the trainer, I forgot his name, but he's a cool person, he's like, you want to join the scouts, huh? As he doesn't even have much to say to Eren. So he just walks away because, he's like, this kid has balls and I don't want to mess with him right now. So after walking away, that would happen, and yeah. Now, if you're wondering where Misaka is at this very moment, she's a part of the scouts already, so we don't really have to talk about her. She's been doing her... Hold on, guys. So like I said, we don't really have to talk about her that much. So, after... anyway, sorry for that quietness. Anyway, after the introductions, we would cut to a scene where Eren's sitting in a building, or sitting in a cafeteria, you could say. Now, Eren's slowly eating his food, as people would have already known that he was from Shiganshina, so they would be asking him about Titans, what they were like, and what the Beast Titan was like, or not Beast Titan, the Colossal Titan. Eren says that he's just another Titan, but just bigger and stronger. They're like, what's a real Titan, or what's a Titan like then? Eren saying, they're monsters. They just eat and eat, as Eren doesn't really know the freaking, he doesn't know the physics behind a Titan yet, so he's just like, they just eat and eat, because, on his way there, he would probably see a bunch of people being eaten by Titans, being shared by Titans, basically went on his way to save his mom, but yeah. Now, after this, we would be cutting to the training saga. Eren, you would see that he's running through a forest with determination. Now, Armin, he's weak, so, our boy, the Armored Titan, which I forgot his name, he's offering to, hold... Well, not the Armored Titan. I should really forget. I'm just going to say that John... No, not John. I guess Eren would offer to hold the bag. I guess Eren would offer to hold the bag. But, Armin's like, nah, I got it. Okay, Reiner. That's what the Armored Titan's name was. Okay, so, yeah. Anyway. While running, we would be cutting to other training sagas like, I forgot what it was, the gear thing. The thing where they were trying to balance. Eren would be failing, like usual, and yeah. So, he'd be training hard and hard without the help of Misaka, and he would finally be able to balance a little bit. And remember, it's broken. So, after Eren, got, the teacher asked to switch it out, basically, Eren would be able to do it perfectly. He's like, I gotta go crack some heads, and yeah. Now, after this, we would be cutting to, there isn't really anything else that can go through. This is a training arc. Now, we would be cutting to the attack on, I forgot, hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm pretty sure it was Wall Maria that was destroyed. If I'm wrong, then you guys can correct me, of course. Now, anyway. So, Eren, he's basically sitting on a thing, or just doing some random stuff. As he would look over, and he would see that the scouts are walking in. Now, while they're walking in, he would see that, basically, there's people saying that's Levi's squad. As he would see, a girl with black hair. It would see the other soldiers as well. He would see how injured they are. As he's like, huh, that ain't gonna be me. Basically, that girl with black hair is basically Misaka. He would see freaking Levi's too. Basically, just Eren seeing the many people within the squad. Now, after this incident, no, they can't be here. They cannot be here at this exact moment because a wall will fall, and if they are here, then Eren's gonna not have his freaking time. So just scratch that. Forget them. They're off doing a mission. They're gone. They're dipped. They're switched. They're trashed. All right. Now, anyway, Eren basically he's sitting on a building. Yada yada yada. He'd be dragged up to go clean the cannons with Potato Girl and John. Now these guys are not John, Connie. These guys are cleaning the cannons. They'd be like, all right, we're finna go off and get something to eat. They dip, and now Eren's just standing there, looking down at the city. Now, he would feel some heat behind him as a colossal titan just formed. Now, Eren would look at it as a colossal titan would just stare at him. Now, it would kick the wall, busting it, knocking legit everyone out. Not out, but off of the wall, basically. So after everyone fell, people would be, falling. Sasha would save someone, yada, yada, yada. Now, after this, Eren, he would be standing there as basically he would fly up saying that he has to kill this thing. Now, after doing this, Eren would start to fly around the Colossal Titan as they would swing, destroying all of the cannons. Now, Eren would get a clean shot as he would fly towards it with full speed, hoping to cut its nape as the Colossal Titan would release steam. Now, Eren is basically being blown away as he can't handle the heat. No pun intended, basically. But, yeah. Anyway. After this, the heat would finally, or the steam would finally let up as Eren would have a clean shot, but the Titan would vanish. Complete gone. So Eren would fly up back towards the thing, or the wall, as he would look and see that the wall is destroyed. As some people would arrive saying that we need to return immediately, or they need to return immediately, the wall's been destroyed, and that the scout or the training corps is being called back to the base. As they would jump off, and they would leave towards the corp, or the base, basically. Now, while arriving there, people will be assigned, as basically Eren just standing there. Now, I'm not gonna, Eren, I don't want to say that Eren was on top of his class. We're gonna say that he was, but he wasn't picked for the job of, slaying, going to guard the Vanguard, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But Eren wasn't chosen for that, so yeah. Now, Eren, basically him, Armin, Romeo, and some other people, all of them, they're flying, towards their area. I'm pretty sure they were their job or their task to kill Titans, basically. So while flying around, Eren, he's basically just looking all angry as a Titan would jump, with Eren saying, watch out, as they would all move out of the way. The Titan would eat Romeo, yada yada yada, and yeah. So, the Titan would start to walk away, as soon as that happens, another person's grabbed and they're eating, and Eren's squad is basically being ripped apart, and Eren just doesn't know what to do. So, a Titan would basically jump over towards, freaking Armin, who was still flying around the sky, just zoned out because of all of his comrades being eaten. Eren would jump in the way, pushing Armin out of the way. As Eren's leg is bitten off, Eren would crash onto a building. Now, while laying on that building, Armin basically, he's just sitting there after being knocked, I would say towards the same building Eren's on, so he's just a little bit ahead of Eren. Now, the Santa Claus ripoff would grab Armin and just finna eat Armin, basically. Now, Eren's like, can't have that, as he would he would basically rush over, grabbing, freaking Armin by his, jacket, and pulling him out. So, after this, Eren, basically, he's still stuck in there. He doesn't have enough strength to hold this thing up, and he would be eaten. Basically, just his arm chopped off, and Eren's now falling in. Now, after being eaten, Eren's just sitting there. As basically, while sitting there, he's just quiet. He's zoned. And so when he looks around, he sees this dead partners, the people that he's trained with for 3 years now. He sees them all dead. Now, Eren, in a moment of rage, he would transform. Now, after transforming, his arm would rip out of the Titan's mouth as Eren would start to rip himself free, or bring himself free. Basically just ripping the Titan in half, escaping. Now, Eren would be standing there with the wrath of 1,000 gods, as freaking Armin is just way too depressed and just in despair to actually notice that this Titan's in front of him, so he doesn't even notice that it's there. So after Eren ripped himself free, he would start to roam off. Now, Eren is gonna unlock his Titan, his ability of the. Eren has two abilities. Eren has the ability to change the memories of people around him, and he has the ability to see himself or see into the future and the past. Which the ability to see into the future and the past is for the freaking attack Titan, and the ability to control the memories of someone and to control the abilities of a Titan. Not abilities, but to control Titans. Basically, those two abilities go to the founder. Now, after Eren basically does this, he would be walking around. Since Eren doesn't really have control over himself, he wouldn't really have he wouldn't know that he has the ability to use its founder Titan yet, because he's just too focused on beating these things to a pulp. Now, after this, Eren would start to walk off. Now, while walking off, Eren would run into two Titans. Now, for the sake of it, I'm just going to say that these Titans are 15 meters. Now, actually, I'm just going to say that Eren does unlock it during this part. He does use his ability to control the actions of Titans. Now, Eren doesn't know that he's doing it. He won't remember that he can do it. He'll only be able to do it for now when he's in his Titan state, when he's blinded by rage. He'll unlock it some other time, or he'll be able to use it in his human form some other time. So while Eren's standing there, Eren is basically in his mind saying, "Die, die, why can't you just rip yourselves apart?" As basically he would scream in anger. Now the Titan would basically start, where this static would go around the Titan, as one of them would turn around and they would jump onto the other one. Now these two 15 meters are starting to rip each other apart, as Eren would rush in and he would start to bash and beat these things, stomping on them until they died. Now Eren just, who's zoned right now, remember, anger, wrath, Eren would start to look around for more Titans. No. Armin, he would be found eventually, and yada yada yada. Now, there's another problem we're gonna have to face. Musica, she isn't there to, lead the people, so they're gonna be just depressed, standing there waiting for their death. Or sitting there waiting for their death. Now, while Eren's running around destroying and killing Titans, Annie, Reiner, and Beltro, they would be able to feel these commands happening. There are multiple happening where Titans are just starting to rip each other apart randomly. Now, people would start to look around as they would start to see Titans are ripping themselves or ripping each other apart. Now, when Eren screamed and when he let off that freaking order, basically every Titan in his radius that heard the order, they would start to rip each other apart. So Eren's just walking around, just ripping and beating into Titans, while the other Titans are ripping each other apart. So, now people would be looking at this like, what are they doing? As Armin, who's zoned, or who isn't zoned right now, he's like, it's cannibalism. As basically, John's like, whatever's happening, these things aren't even focused on us anymore. As Annie's just staring at the area that she heard the scream. So she's like, shit. As Reiner and Beltor, they're basically like, okay. As they're debating with themselves whether they should go over there, kick Eren's ass now, and take him back to their base, or they should continue on with their role play. So they would choose continue on with their role play, as Annie says that she'll lead them all towards the base. As everyone would start to follow Annie, seeing that she has the best grades out of everyone. Now Annie, she's just flying through as she's watching these Titans rip each other apart until they get out of the range of Eren's order. Now the other Titans would start to turn around going for the humans, as Annie would start to rip them apart, basically cutting off fingers, just stabbing into their hands, basically just giving in room for other people. Now in this one, people don't really start to die because of the order that Eren gave in his radius. So after the Titans got done ripping each other apart and Eren got done stomping these fools, Eren would start to head towards the base because he sees Titans. Now, after Annie led all of them there, she would crash down or crash into a building and she would start to look around. Now, John would arrive there. He's like, "You cowards, punching niggas." You know how John is when he gets angry, and yada yada yada. So, people were like, the Titans just started ripping each other apart, but since there are more humans than usual, Titans would actually start to try to break in there. They're slamming themselves into it. The tower doesn't really have much time left. So Annie's like, crap. As basically Eren, who would arrive, he would give a punch, knocking the Titan away. Now, Eren starts to scream again, but this time he doesn't give an order. As when Eren looks at them, he would start to run over and he would start to beat into them, ripping their jaws off, destroying them, stomping them, ripping them apart. As when a Titan would run at Eren, I would say this is an abnormal 10 meter. So this Titan would jump at Eren, Eren basically turning around and biting it onto its head, as Eren would start to crush its skull with his teeth. And now Eren would completely destroy this Titan by crushing its skull, as when he gets done, Eren would basically grab the Titan's body, and he would start to crush it, crushing it near its nape area, as when Eren crushes it, he would kill it, because you just need to destroy the nape area of a Titan. So after Eren did this, yeah. Now, part 2. I guess you guys can hit 50 likes and I'll get a part 2 out. Thank you for watching. This is What If Eren had the Founder Titans abilities remastered version. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you should be ready to get a lot more Founder Titan stuff in the future. Bye! Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this part. I actually put effort in.